book a show between you and him. And
what I'm trying, there's a point I'm trying to put, James Tamuri. Are you getting the point? A Zimbabwean, to and which bends the thinking here is Zimbabwean, which does not exist, right? But you are aware for sure. That is okay.
No, but Rasta is saying something to say, Mukoma Masimba, can you review your strategy and tactics so that you can transition from what they've certified as sickness to normalcy?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're saying. They're saying, we love you so much, we want to help you.
Yep.
Can you stop insulting people? Because it becomes very difficult for us to say we are building a community based on insults. Yeah. Then secondly, they are saying the issue of the nude pictures. Mawere is not condemning you. So he can't be your mentor. He's actually a problem. Yes. Because any normal human being would see a problem with that. So if you are mentored, you're supposed to stop and refuse to publish anything that undermines civility. So they are asking, why are you allowing a person who is transitioning from mental illness to normalcy to abuse people? So all these are issues that require proper ventilation, proper assessment, than for us to say, you can't come to the show, you can't come privately. Because they are saying, we are your friend, and we don't want to embarrass you, but we are giving up. Because everything that you do is contrary to what we expect you to be doing. So those are the issues that we confront. So, and once you listen to them, say, okay, let's have a proper show. Like Divine sent, he was trying to call me now. He sent me a picture.
To call me too.
Yeah, he sent me a picture. And the picture is him, and his mother, and his father. And what is he saying on that message to me? He is saying, Divine, he's saying to me, these are my parents. They are very yet, and we trusted you, Mawere. He trusted me. Please help remove hospital photos stolen from my laptop in South Africa. First, he sends a lawyer or his agent called Rumbi to say I'm gay. I'm the one entertaining the extortionist, and I'm trying to extort money from him. You see?
Yep.
And he is sending this. So he says, talk to me, not on the show, as brothers. Now I'm his brother. After, he doesn't even see a problem with sending Rumbi. All of a sudden, you are making many assumptions. They want me to pay 100 USD to have the stuff taken down. So where do I come in? So I said, a word of advice, just forget my name and number. I will not deal with you and your malicious and unwarranted attacks against me using your lawyer, alleging that I'm the driving force behind the publication. of your nude pictures on a show whose host and guests are known to you personally. You have sought to use your lawyer to personally malign my name as a gay person for motives best known to you. You now seem determined to import your parents as victims to your undoing. You are aware that your relationship with Chipo has its own origins and history that falls outside my knowledge and interest. You now seek to blackmail me by suggesting that your parents trusted me without disclosing the basis on which the purported trust was earned and justified. I have not met personally your parents, and I have only interacted with your father virtually to allow them to say they trusted me on a matter that I have repeatedly told you and Chipo not to import me into. You ask me to help remove photos, yet you have used your agent to defame me, purporting to be your lawyer and acting under your personal instructions. Now you have the audacity to call me to be part of this nonsense. If indeed your photos were stolen from your laptop in South Africa, you would have known better to spare third parties from this and report the alleged theft to law enforcement officers in South Africa. It is baffling, to say the least, that you would want me to interfere with a matter that ought to be investigated by public office bearers. You seem to take me for granted. I have no interest, as I told you, to be involved in this matter. I would be grateful if you could stop messing up my name on a matter that you have better knowledge about, in order to create a false impression that I'm the cause of your alleged injury when you know otherwise. Yeah. So it means by you making me your mentor, you are creating more homework for me, for people who must know that you are an independent person. That there's nothing I can do to cause Chipo to do what she doesn't want to do. But today I find myself having to answer, to respond to this kind of abuse. Now he says he trusted me, and Masimba is my little puppy that I can cause you to do what you don't want to do. So I am fighting my battles. I have a battle with divine. Yeah?
Yep.
I have a battle with him and the Rumbi and everybody that I manufacture disputes. I want to import myself into disputes. And Mukoma Masimba is my little surrogate. That they don't respect you as a person, but they respect themselves and their privacy. Yet you didn't invite any nude pictures on your show. And when Chipo contacted you, she never said she was going to use you. Yeah. And when this thing goes to people like Rasta, they can't stand on their own ground and say, guys, this is enough, this is nonsense. But they would rather say Mukoma Masimba is gone too far.
Yes.
Divine wants me.
So what is the key lesson Yeah, but this case study at Divine Direct, this has been ongoing now. What is the key lessons you're getting there?
But that you, if you have learned something, own up to it. Don't continue. Don't continue. If you are trying to build a community, it's nothing to do with Mawere. Mawere is just a person. So I can't mentor you. Divine is also mentoring you. That if Divine was a president, he will come after me to injure me. And little did I know I was going to end up in this Buku Benz involving all this. Yeah? Yeah. So how, that's what Rasta was saying, and the other guy was saying, Mukoma Masimba, Mawere is using you to fight his own battles. And he's creating this phantom community for him to defame good standing people. So according to Rumbi, between me and Divine, Divine is an upright man because he refused to be part of you. You understand? Samantha is advising you are smarter than this, Mawere. Remove yourself from this. I didn't bring myself into Samantha. If you just listen to Samantha, you would know I didn't invite myself into this. But people want me to be part of it. Nunzi azi-invite kunyama. Zinouya chete because nyama gives Nunzi some substance. So Samantha,
Yes.
There is nothing I did, Chipo called me to import me into a dispute I have no interest in on trading.
Please. I'll follow bit by bit.
And
yes. Okay.
and now you say I'm smart. How can I be smarter? Chipo picked on me.
Yes, correct.
And it's Chipo who knew in order to embarrass Divine, she had to provoke to get into my space. And I told her, I don't want to know. I got 24 hours in a day, Samantha. I don't want to give up 1 minute to listen, to see nude pictures. I don't want to know who lost money. Because when you were trusting each other, I was not part of the trust. So when you lose money, you then want me to be the basis or the reason why you trusted each other.
Correct.
And then Samantha, you are not smart enough to understand the story. Because Mukoma Masimba is not digging deeper to explain that he tried also to give a voice that was being thwarted among the two of them. When you bring them together on a phone, they are competing to talk. And they know each other better than I can know. But every time you use your ears to pause to listen, you are sunk deeper. Now Divine is saying, they trusted me. Then Mr. Mawere, we advised you to drop that loud girl, but you ignored us and thought she was being funny by scripting and casing. I am not the person who brings here. Signor was there, but you didn't say, Maponga abused me. I was there. But Rema, where were you when Signor was saying he knows me better than I know myself? Where were you when Maponga said I'm a fugitive? So your issue is to advise me, but not to deal with the issues that are there. So you were there, Rema, when Maponga was insulting me and saying I'm a fugitive. When Signoro says, Mawere, I know how you acquired SMM, but he doesn't want to go deeper to tell us because he is my alter ego now. You don't have to defend me, Rema. I don't need you. I need the truth. That's what this show is. That's why I was persuaded by Mukoma Masimba to say, let's distinguish between fact and fiction. But Rema, what are the facts? I've never heard you say, let's deal with facts. You want to defend me for what? If I'm a fugitive, there's no need to defend me. But let the truth be told so that we are all in deeper. I am researching. Why do you need to research about Jesus who died 20 years ago? I'm here. Let those who allege prove. Rema, that is the basis of the rule of law. The one who alleges bears the burden to prove his own allegation or her own allegation. Now, what are you researching, Rema? In heaven or what? If I'm a fugitive, I'm a fugitive. Let those who say I'm a fugitive stand on their feet. Let those who say I caused Chipo to do what she wants to do in your own interest. That I can control Chipo myself. And how much time would I need to control Chipo? Don't put anything in my defense, Rima. Put the truth first. Defend the truth. Search for it. Let's not patronize each other. That I come here because I want my companies back. I come here to use somebody to get numbers. So if Rema, you believe that I need defense, then be my lawyer, like Divine who get Rumbi, to be his lawyer so that she can come here. She can have a video and say, I got Mawere. First she says, Chipo is my prostitute. I'm involved in an extortion ring with Chipo. Then when Chipo, she can't get corroboration, then she says, I'm gay. So every man she doesn't like, she says you are gay. There's a way of getting...
the lawyer.
Yeah?
Rue Upson. That's Rue Upson, the lawyer in Australia.
I don't know yet. But all of a sudden, she comes here, she goes and...
I know him.
Did you write a letter to her?
She blocked me. I offered it. Talk to me. She blocked me.
No, I'm saying you write a letter to her to say, I'm Mukoma Masimba. I hosted this person. Now you have tried to import Mawere into a dispute that he has no knowledge of. I made a conscious decision to host Chipo. I didn't give Chipo any material to publish. She already had the material. She already had the nude pictures. And I have nothing to do with the material that she possessed. Divine is saying that those materials were stolen in South Africa. Why doesn't he open a criminal docket? That those pictures are so valuable that somebody invaded Divine's computer in South Africa. And in that computer, they only took away pictures, nude pictures. And he suspects that Chipo is the one who did that. Why is he not doing that?
Huh? Divine sent me a message. He said he's coming to Australia on Wednesday. is coming to see me in Australia. So I'm going to meet Divine on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm saying is that's between you and him, but you're not protecting my name. There's nothing to do with.
I'm protecting your name, but remember, Mr. Boy, let me tell you something here. I was hosting the video. I took responsibility. I called Chipo to have a show after. She refused. I did a show on my own about Divine nude pictures. I went deeper. I keep coming to my inbox. Divine, I'm giving you a chance. Let's have a show. Because these things happen on my show. So I cannot help you behind the scenes. Divine keeps calling me. To the extent that I even broke it.
No. I'm saying is in the case of good order, that's what we learn. That I've written to him. I've written to him to tell him to forget my name.
I did.
Yeah, then publish the letter. That you are not mad. All you want is the truth to be told, so that others may not steal, because he's alleging that the pictures were stolen. So Chipo has got stolen pictures. That's what he's saying. So he is suggesting that I sent Chipo to steal pictures from him, because I'm the driving force of defaming him.
Yep.
Define. So he is going beyond that to give legs to the story that Mawere is behind this nonsense. And you're not helping me by meeting Divine. You are saying, Divine, this is wrong. If your pictures were stolen, don't make me the reason why you are complaining about stolen pictures. Give me a docket number, a complaint. Then I'll publish that. But he's writing to my inbox to say his father and mother are angry with me. They trusted me. Where did I earn that trust? Yeah? Yeah. 10 days. Mawere tell Masimba to stop attacking people. Zisina direction. Dimi Baba. Why? What? Even my own son must have a sense of civility. If you know 10 days that he has attacked people, why should you not tell him yourself? Imagine my mouth is the one that is used. I'm now Baba, Gomuna Ganda Australia Ega. When he left Zimbabwe to go Australia, he never said Baba to go to Australia. I only knew him from Australia 10 days. Why put an obligation on me to do the right thing? Who am I? He has never elected me to be his spokesman. Why can't we respect a person to stand on his feet and stand up to whatever he says? And this is Baba Mukoma Masimba, this is Baba Mfudzi. Seems they're using you, as you are saying, they know each other better. Was here when this cheapo lady was screaming and cursing and shouting. Why coming to you? I think they just want to embarrass you, using your patience and listening ear. They are dragging you in their muddy fight. Maybe looking for fame. I don't know, Samantha. I have helped other people get into fame. What do I lose? Because it is people like others who want me. Imagine Divine comes to me and he says, I did this with Dr. Kuwanda. He lost his money and now he's under threat. He has been arrested in Zimbabwe. And Tendes is a nice guy, but I refuse to be told how to think. How can you try to remote control Masimba? Utter rubbish. That's what people want me. Isn't Masimba his own father? He doesn't listen to me. I have tried myself. He is his own man. I have no problem. Mawere, everyone knows you are Baba. You don't respect me, Mufudzi. He says, no, I own SMM. I own this, I own that. What have you said about me, Mofod? Let us not go there. Respect begets respect. And if Divine respects himself, you tell the truth. But Mawere has no knowledge of these facts. And I told them that, please, can you spare my ears? Do I need to know who's got nude pictures where? I have not even watched that video. But he expects me to watch every video as if I work for Mukoma Masimba. Is that fair? I don't think it's fair. Divine wants me. She says she knows me. I don't know her. And the first day she called me, I said, how did you get my number? And I think you are in the same group, WhatsApp group with Divine. I said, but who is Divine to me? He says, you are a father figure to Divine. He always talks about you. I said, then what? People talk about me, then I become their father on social media. I have done and doing so. Calling you Baba is rightful enough to respect, but if that's not good, then Andisha Ziva. I'm not a saint myself and just politely asking, Kukura Kwedu, Netsika, no, you don't have to do that tenders to me. I don't know Masimba more than you. And he is a person in his own right. I don't agree with everything that he does. That's why it's himself. He is on his own. And at the end of the day, I don't know how he's surviving. But he's there. And I'm grateful every day he wakes up and calls me to show proof of life. There are many people who have been through me, talk to me. They don't even remember what I say. There you have somebody who, Mukoma Masimba, said, I am learning, I'm willing to learn, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to unlearn everything, I'm listening. And he respects you. Yet there are some people who come here to say they know me better than myself. Signoro was here. Maponga was here, Mufudzi was here. Sabena says Mawere left Zimbabwe because of something. Huh?
Yeah.
I am outside Zimbabwe because I couldn't stand the heat in the kitchen. That my own buddies are the ones who put the temperature high so that I ran away. So I'm a fugitive. What's the difference between Sabina, Mufudzi, Signoro, Mapunga, Divine? Yeah?
Yeah, they know you better than you, Mr. Moedi.
They know me, they're advising me.
Just like what Rasta is doing, he knows me better than myself. Masimba Garoyo, Masimba Wara, Masimba must stop. He knows me better than me.
Yeah. So this is what you get. That a Divine knows me. Now he's parted. I've never met his mother. I've never met his father. And all of a sudden, I'm the reason why things are not, why nude pictures are circulating. In Zimbabwe, I'm the reason why SMM was put under reconstruction. 20,000 people, they can't even remember the names of everybody else. But me alone, imagine, I'm supposed to invoice. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be logistics. I'm just supposed to be accountant. I'm supposed to be a director. Hey, guys, 24 hours, 26 companies. Yeah? And they don't respect anyone who works in those companies. Mawere is the shareholder. It's not just Mfudzi saying that. I was dealing with a trade unionist. He tells me in my face that you are running all of these companies. I said, that's very good. And they tell me,
it is a leader for the workers union of SMM.
Yeah. And he's telling me that I am a general manager of nonsense. that I'm a CEO of nonsense. That everything that goes wrong, it comes from me. Yeah.
That's Mr. Chinema, right?
That's Mr. Chinema. In my view, you don't like a different view. Anyone who proffers anything different, you become angry, and people don't like you. I don't care about you, anyone's views in any way, because I don't import. If Chipo has got a dispute with Divine, surely should I have a different view? Should I know about it? Should I even be involved? I don't need to know Mufudzi. Yeah? I don't need to know another view. All I'm saying is that I have given a platform, but not to be abused. As Mawere, you were running the companies by proxy. And if you want to have that conversation, I'm happy to engage you. So if I was running by proxy in my bedroom, where do you come in? Imagine somebody who is sane, who has got a common sense, logic, and reason. He wants to engage me about me. Yeah? If you are me, then you say it's misinformation. So Mufudzi knows me. I don't know him. I only met him once in my life. He wants to engage me. Like Rumpi. Like Rumpi wants to engage me. Signoro wants to engage me about my own life. The public space is public for everybody. Now I'm going to press. If you press a button, start. When you feel like it, surely don't you deserve your privacy in a crowd? Huh? And you slept naked, Mawere, and Nyadzisa. Mawere, you are gay. Chindi paka boyfriend yacho. Or girlfriend yacho. Yeah? Imagine you have your own children who listen to this nonsense and say, Dad, what's going on? I say, Mufudzi knows me. He wants to argue with me. And he wants to give me more hours in the past tense. You see, stop spreading misinformation. Now he becomes the headmaster of information. Can you imagine how sick this is? This is the kind of sickness.
I'm letting him down.
Yeah. I mean, somebody, he says, no, stop spreading misinformation. So why don't you just say Mawere is equal to Mufudzi? Yeah? Then I become you. Then you talk on my behalf. But how crazy can this be? That Mukoma Masimba, somebody says, Mawere, you must know better. Even if you give them facts, they still say Mukoma Masimba urundi nyadzisa. How do I nyadzisa you?
Yes.
Yeah. But these are the people who come here, and Rima can't stop them. And say, Mufudzi, you got a life to live. Don't you have 24 hours to talk about yourself? Your exploits in life, your successes. You went to University of Cambridge. Let's salute you for what you have done. Let's celebrate you. Let's talk about your life, your dash. Why argue with Mawere about, even if he's fabricates? Yeah. And this kind of behavior. Why should I want to argue with you? If you come to the public and claim you want to teach the truth, then be prepared for others to challenge. You can't challenge something you don't know. Mufudzi, just become me. Get into me and substitute me. I can't claim to know who you are. Whatever you present yourself as is what I know. I don't care. I don't even have to investigate or to argue with you whether you're Mufudzi, Musanyangi. I don't know. One day you say you are Mshana, now you say you are Mufudzi. The same person. Have I ever argued with you? All I didn't know is that the same Mufudzi is the same Mshana. I didn't know. When you came to South Africa, did I ask you, interrogate you, and say, what's your name? Give me your ID. Huh? But this guy, I don't know what kind of person he is. Who would want to spend time talking about me and saying he knows me? But I do know Mutuma. The truth is not exclusive. If you know the truth, talk to it. Be yourself. You can't say, this is how I spend my days. How do I spend my time? What is that got to do with you? Huh? That's why Rumbi can say you are gay. Imagine another man saying, I know you. Yeah? And he's boldly saying that, I know you. And I don't know what kind of fly he is that would fly with me wherever I am. When I wake up, he's there. And what is he doing in my space? Yeah. Then he said he's got the audacity to talk about upright people. So Mukoma Masimba, let's just ignore him.
Yeah.
So you see? So that divine wants me to be the father. 10 days wants me to be the father. And now I'm in the last 10 shows, 7 was about personalities. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you have this kind of behavior by people who are sane. And Rasta does not have a word for a person like Mfudzi. Can you imagine? Jack Kane says, in the last 10 live shows, 7 of them was about personalities. So who cares? If Mfudzi can talk about me, Jack says it's fine. Mfudzi can go on holiday and make me the reason why he's alive. So if he knows me, does he really have time to know himself? To write his own story, to write his own book, not book rebels. And I hope my name will not be there where he tries to talk about me. Huh? Now we share a common space. He's in England. I'm not in England. And all of a sudden, we are now buddies. So he knows me. When he's talking about me at dinner, breakfast, he's eating me for breakfast, lunch. And he's even high tea with me. Where he's talking my way, I know him. I know SMM. I know how he listen to me. I know him. I know Mukoma Masimba is now sick. It even shows in his eyes. The guy has no life. Huh? Really? Even not to sit down to say divine. Please deal with your nude pictures. If they're stolen, report to the police. Don't mix your business with other people's lives. Why do you need to talk about pictures to Mawere? Now you want him to talk about pictures. Now you want him to remove. Like one guy says yesterday, says, Mawere, when are you coming? When are you coming? You must come back to Zimbabwe. We want you to build the country. You know what I told him?
Yep. That Jerry.
Yeah, no, another one. I told him when I left Zimbabwe, when I left Zimbabwe, did I ever consult you or seek your advice? He says no. So why do I need your advice to go back to Zimbabwe?
You left Zimbabwe in 1988 or 89.
That's what I told you. Chipo didn't know that. Chipo didn't know that. She thought I left Zimbabwe. I left Zimbabwe with the tail folded. And I was running away. Yeah, with bag of money. Huh?
Yeah.
That's when I told Jibo, please, if you don't know me, start from there. Get to know me. But why would you say you know me? And I don't have a personal memory of you in my life. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I say to Mfudzi, why don't you host your own show? Then I visit you. Huh? Why are you waiting to criticize? Waiting to argue with me? What about if I'm lying? I write a fiction book about my imagined life. Yeah? It's just a pity that people like Mfudzi will not be. If he was lucky to be related to SMM, can you imagine how the book would read?
Yeah. Yeah.
They are saying Mawere is the wrong person. Why is his name associated with the Reconstruction Act? Huh?
Yeah. Dara. Mawere, come to Zimbabwe. Mawere, please remove sanctions. Mawere, do this. Mawere, you stole our money. Mawere,
Yeah.
When you go to court, you go to court, Rika Makala said, no, Mawere, you're not bad. Kijikawa said, no, Mawere, you're not bad. You are specified. Disarmed. Yeah.
And you are disabled. Imagine you go to court for justice. And the court says, no access.
Yeah. In a court of law.
In a court of law.
Of justice.
Yeah. Then you go to Mfudzi, he says, I know. Mawere ndianga chirana zvese. Mawere is the owner.
Up your loan, and I was alone.
Yeah.
Any proof yacho.
No, if I taken money from Mfudzi, do you think he would give me 1 week to pay?
Yeah. Somewhere I've learned a lot. And every day I'm learning and learn again. When I read this question. Like today, I went to Mbenge. And I was playing with them, chasing each other. The comments, I was like, are they not the same people who say this is Mbenge? Mr. Mawere, I'm learning.
Yeah. So, but they are trying, imagine these people were president of the country or even a WhatsApp group. They will remove you. You know what removing is? It's killing you.
They've even tried to kill me, but because I told them I'm a member. But if I done wrong,
order, but Badarai Mari to secure the order they want. They say, Mukoma Masimba, we're not going to put money. Yeah.
Yep. Then Mr. Mawere, I've got good news. Now I've got a mentee now. Hey, he said, Mukoma Masimba, I enjoy Bogre Day. I analyze it, and I like the way you do your shows, Mr. Mawere. Can you please be my mentor? I'm like, what did you mean? And Mukoma Masimba, give me the link, I want to pay $30. And she paid. He said, I'm also writing a book. The name is Queen Yoyo. So, Mr. Mawere, I don't know your stage tomorrow on your shows. I would like to introduce to you the one who nominated me as a mentor.
No, as I said, Mukoma Masimba, let's say you have 100 people who are willing to be mentored.
Yep.
Then I can be able to expose you to different mentors so that we have 100 mentors, but they all don't have to meet. they can give up 4 hours per year just to talk about their lives so that you may be able to learn with others. So this is called Mr. Mukoma Masimba's circle. And this is one of hundreds. When we get hundreds, then it means we now have a circle of people. Even a person like Mr. Singh, even people who have made it in life, who want to give back by talking about their own lives, their own experiences. Would that be of interest to you?
I hear you, Mr. Mawiri, but if you look at this is my first time to have someone saying, Mukoma Masimba, I want you to be my mentor, because I've admired, I've learned from you and Mr. Mawiri. And I'm not going to ask Mr. Mawiri, but I want to ask you, Mr. Mukoma Masimba, to be my mentor.
Yeah.
Mr. Mawiri now, it's going to be my first show with this lady. So I just want you to be there, and I'll do the show with her, just for you to guide me.
No, I'm saying is that
number 2, number 3.
That's retelling. I will repeat the same 100 times. Would you not feel sorry for me?
I understand, Mr. Mawiri, but this is the first
No, the first time becomes the second time. No, I'm just saying is if we use here to build the agency and need to learn from others, so that one mentee alone kills the mentor, because you become like a blesser or father figure. Then they stop thinking the mentor is there as some kind of messiah. How many of these political people, when they are elected leaders, they become little messiahs? But they don't even know how to wholesale their name, their messages. So we are talking about wholesaling, not retailing. So if you had a show with you to say, what do you think about sharing, building a community around the problem? You see?
Yes. Yep, I hear you.
So that what you are doing now, if somebody can notice you, others are saying you are mad, others are saying Mukoma Masimba is doing a good public service. We are learning. Yeah? Yeah. So when you learn, then you are okay. But you are saying, let me be a supermarket of knowledge. Let me be a bank of knowledge so that I invite others to come. But not invite others. Like what I was saying, you can bring Terry, you can bring Chiangwa, because he's being mentioned.
Yes.
You can bring us to say, let's confirm. Because we can't lie. I can't go and ask him Fuzi about Mawere. Because he has no knowledge of me. There's nothing he can answer. Except to pontificate, to imagine reality and invent reality. And that's his business plan. I don't think he's mad. I also don't think there's any public service he's doing. But if somebody says, Ashuperi, if somebody says he is, who are you or who am I? I am learning a lot from Mukoma Masimba about people. He has exposed me to people. When he pisses them off, they don't talk to him, they talk to me. Can you imagine, Ashuperi? the lesson therein. It's a big lesson. That somebody can say there's corruption, is arrested. Then they tell him he's an agent of Americans. Yeah? That Hopewell is being caused. Sanctions are caused by other people, but no one can look and introspect and say, is Zimbabwe good for business? Should Zimbabwe be called a country that is open for business? Yeah. So you see.
Yeah.
So any other question?
Yeah, anyway, Mr. Boyeri, I want to say thank you so much. And oh, I forgot one more thing. How about Mason, my brother? How was his participation on that show? What's your check?
Mason, I think there's a lot that we all can learn, and you can ask him, because I'm not a good judge. He can judge himself, but I think it would be wrong to give an opinion on somebody, but he can give an opinion on himself, because he's not dead.
No, he do. He just said, Mukoma Masimba, please also keep asking Mr. Mawere, how am I performing?
Yeah?
He always says, Mukoma Masimba, always keep asking Mr. Mawere, when you do your mentorship show, it's my performance. From you, I want to hear from you.
Oh no, Mason is here.
Mason, how are you?
Hello?
Yes, Mason, how are you, my brother?
I'm all right, my brother. How are you?
Beautiful, my brother. Yes, I'm sorry, my network was playing up. How was the show, my brother? Tell me your side. The last show. What have you learned? What have you observed?
I think it was very enlightening. It could have been structured. It could have been better. But I don't think the goals and the objectives of the show were fulfilled, because I think there was a little bit of digressing and all of that. But I think generally, it was okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Where are the crabs?
Right.
Family.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mason, go ahead, my brother.
Right.
Mason.
So that's the thing. You know what, Mukoma Masimba? I've got my little boy with me here. Let me just attend to him. And once it's settled, I'll come back to you, if that's okay with you.
That's fine, Mason. Maybe, Mr. Boyeri, if you got like 5 minutes more?
All right, so...
Understand that, yes, sir?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm just asking Mr. Boyeri to also wait for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, you can...
The protocol.
I think,
Yeah, let me just attend to him.
That's fine, Mason. Waiting for you. Try.
All right. I'll just attend to my little boy here because he's he needs my attention. Because he's only 7 years old, so
beautiful.
yes.
That's good.
Yeah. And when it was with dad, he gets too excited. So
Yes,
so let me attend to. Yeah. Yes.
Don't do it.
Say hello, Uncle Masimba.
Hello,
Say hi, Uncle Masimba.
Hello, Uncle Sika.
Sekuru Mawere. Say hello, Sekuru Mawere.
Hello, Sika.
that's good.
Okay, Mr. Mawere, Mukoma Masimba, I'll get back to you. Okay.
All right.
No worries, my brother.
Thank you very much. God bless. All right.
Okay, sir. Right, Mr. M. I asked him a very simple question. How was the show?
Yeah.
Instead of answering, the goal and the objective of the show was not achieved. But guess what? When I planned the show, he was not there. So I'm going to ask him a question. What was the goal of the show? What was the objective of the show? You see? Because now, you see, Mason now is not pulling his wagon. He's coming to my wagon. That's the challenge I'm with this.
Waiting to be late. And that's a lesson you learn. Yeah. So people want to be told, what is this show about? What am I going to talk about? Even if you don't know something, just pretend to be a president. Just pretend to be a leader. What do you have to lose?
Yep.
But you can't ask people to be like you, to be planned like you. So just accept.
See, that's where the
Yeah.
That's where the lesson is, Mr. Mawere. Remember this education, whereby I've learned there's nothing called a Zimbabwe. Right? So this Zimbabwean thing, Mr. Mawere, I'm showing you now, Mr. Mawere, but one night is Zimbabwe. Even if you look at Rasta, he's talking about me, about sickness young, about kurewa kwangu. But I'm telling him, and not kurewa. He knows I was in hospital. He lives in Australia. But I'm going to Daro, not Zimbabwe. Right? Now, when my brother listened here, he joined the two big rebels. He said, I want to learn. That's good. And listen, number one, when I learn the way they are and choice. No wonder why Mason keeps saying no. As far as I'm concerned, Mukoma Masimba made a choice to go to school. According to me, Mukoma Masimba is fine. That Mason was pushing the agenda of choice. He understood it. Right? Rasta is not understanding that. But he says, I'm a Rasta man, made of peace. I made a choice to be a Rasta. Right? For him, it was his choice. For me, it amazing that again, you see, then you ask him a very good question. If you are the creator, Rasta, or if you were the creator, would you want the world of diversity? He said, yes. Then how can the world be of diversity yet you can't allow people to make their choices? It does not even affect you. So that was a very important lesson which I learned. Right? He wants diversity, but he's not allowing diversity. He's not allowing me to choose what I want to do. He wants to tell me what to do. Walking Makisa. Talk to Makisa from Australia. And I'm like, hey, you, when I came to Australia, did I come to represent anyone here? When I joined this Big Australia, I'm just a member, I'm not even a president. I don't represent nobody. Right? I am me writing my book. I thinking that that lesson is coming. Because remember, I was like that before. That is Zimbabwean thing. If you look at food, the way he knows you, that is a Zimbabwean thing. That is Zimbabwean thing does not exist. That's what I'm showing you, Dr. I hope you can see what I mean here. I've learned. But I can't just tell you I've learned. I want to show you. I do what I do here. Right? They don't come to you. My I told you. You like, Masimba, I told you. And I was not even there. Show me the video. You see? They're like, see, but if you eat into and I just later, I planned it. I did it this way, that way. Okay, Simba, let's move on. Now we are talking about Jayam we're talking about Jerry Mungu now. They are still talking about those, which they did not even see.
No, I'm just saying that it's not Zimbabwe, it's just the people that we are talking
I'm talking about the way Zimbabwe is Zimbabwe. Not Zimbabwe, they don't show that. They have born and go approach them to like, even the way I approached you.
No. I'm saying is if we change the something, then we are changing that. Look, there is individuals, and those individuals, we don't know who they are and what they're doing. So let's start by doing something that will prove what we are talking about. That, like Divine has sent me a note. He says, I'm making a lot of assumptions. And after he read what I sent to him. So he is the only one who knows the reality. And do I have an interest in knowing the reality? He doesn't care. But he says, I'm making a lot of assumptions. What should I do? Do you want do you want me to give up my time to know the truth about matters that fall outside my personal knowledge? You see, so we're dealing with a case study. Then it will then demonstrate what we are talking about. You see, so we don't have to make anything. So for one, let's say today we have listened, you have listened to advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that.
Okay, I want to answer this.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, sorry to take you back. I want to answer you about structures. Number one, Mr. Moya, I've learned to be organized. I'm learning to be organized. I asked you to help me because at the moment I've lost access to Screenyard, right? To host a show. And then you said, no, what is I'll do it for you? When I came on the show, and I told you, Mr. Moya, I'm expecting my guest. Then the I'm just trying to show you the way it's structured. I said, hello, welcome to the show. After Mr. Mawere here and Mukoma Masimba is here. Let's talk, my brother. What is your question? Then immediately he said, no, I want to ask Mawere. And I said, no, at this stage, it's you and me. Remember, I booked the show for you and me. I'm showing you the way it's structured, right? I was just trying to show this guy. I've learned not to hijack you just because you helped me to run the show. I showed him that I've learned to be organized. Structured. That's what you and me at first. If you want to talk to Mawere, don't worry. You're going to chip in after, or you're going to go to Mawere after me. But the purpose of the show is for you and me. After he got to understand that this young man is lame, he said, okay, no worries, Mukoma Masimba, let me just ask Mawere. I said, okay, go ahead. Then I kept quiet. For the whole 2 hours, they were now talking to you, talking to Nelson.
No, I'm saying, well,
The show was about me.
no, I'm saying is let's try to take it forward from where it is. What is it that you want? Let's say you're talking about mentorship. There's one who wants to be a mentee.
Yep.
Is it possible to get this mentorship program to have some structure? And then let's say our target is 100. How best do we get it to 100?
At the moment, there's Nelson and Queen Yoyo now, 2, 3 mentors.
No. I'm saying is how best do you get to 100 people if you were to have a target? What is the best way to multiply?
Okay. I think the best way to multiply is number 1. What I'm trying to do, Mr. Boyd, I know progress is full of everything, but I put the topic and I try to stick to my topic.
No, I'm not. You're already saying I. I'm saying is assume you stopped saying I and say we. What is it that is required to create this? Yeah?
Just order.
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying is first. No, I'm saying is if you were to look at this and say, what is it that I need to be good at? Then you may find an answer there. How do I multiply?
Yes, how do I multiply? I put that question.
Then how do
I multiply?
Then how do we multiply?
And how do we multiply? Those are 2 different questions.
Yeah.
How do we multiply?
Then that's why we want to have a show on how best we can multiply. So that already.
Yeah. Since I put this, quite.
Yeah. So I'm saying is just take that. You have somebody who says, I want to learn. Then what is the power of learning?
Yep.
Yeah.
The power of learning.
And the power of multiplication. So I have to change my language to be inclusive of others.
Yep.
So we want to be able to attract people to draw lessons from our own experiences. And where you are saying, I've acquired certain experiences where people want to advise me, want to control my time, want to control my choices. That instead of talking to me, they would want to talk to somebody else to say, can you influence so and so? And what are the implications of people refusing to respect each other? Yeah. And how do we get people to look at the content of my character rather than the context of it? Hmm? So how do we become issues based rather than person based? Hmm?
Yeah. How that the way now? Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I multiply? How do we multiply? Right?
Already you have multiplied
Yeah.
yourself on mentorship. Somebody has already discovered there's a need for her to learn from you. What if she's not the only one? How do you know about it? And when do you start the mentorship program, with one or a multiply? If you were to start a church, would you build a church for you and your wife?
No.
Or you start talking about the need for mentorship based on today's show?
The need for.
Yeah. Is there a need?
There is a need for that.
Yeah. No, you can't answer your own question. You want to provoke a conversation. And whether
Yes, I'm getting you.
mentorship should be one-on-one. Whether Mason, this, you are not building up. You are just circling the same people. So the question is, how do we multiply so that we get different experiences from different people? Like Kazungu, when you send me the thing for mentorship, what did he have to say about you? Oh, wow! Mukoma Masimba show is having a positive impact on lives. That's good news. Huh? Yeah. So that's a compliment from a person you just who started saying, Mukoma Masimba, give me your CV. And the moment he heard that comment from somebody else, or he immediately took notice of it. And so we can end here. Yeah, let me just do this and then we. It says, Mukoma Masimba, hi Mukoma, hello Mukoma Masimba. Hope you are well and your family. I watch your live videos and find them really interesting. So one is interesting. I'm writing a walking, talking book similar to what you have started doing. And I'll be, first, she doesn't know what you've started, but she believes she knows what you've started. And I'll be addressing various issues, some of which relate to mental health from a personal and professional perspective. I also was involved in drugs, alcohol, depression. I also was involved because the person thinks you are involved. Suicide, strokes, resuscitated several times, domestic abuses. I understand that you are working on something similar. If there's anything I can contribute, I'll be happy to, so as to raise the awareness. And there is an objective there. Raise awareness. I've attached first part of my walking, talking book. Looking forward to hearing from you. Did not end. So you're already making an impact. First, it's interesting. First, the person has already assumed that you are sick and you are all the above. You are involved in drugs, alcohol, depression, you are depressed, there's anxiety, suicidal, stroke, resuscitated several times, domestic abuses. So already somebody is taking you to be all the above. So that's life. People make conclusions. Mhm.
Yep.
And what are we learning from that? That it's easy to group people into an identity and conclude that what I'm feeling is what other people are feeling. Exactly what I know, like Mfuzi. He knows me so well. And I fit in between his ears. Signoros knows the Maponga, they even get upset. Huh? And isn't that normal?
Yep.
So how do we raise awareness about mentorship? That's a big project. So that people can formally learn. Yeah? And we
Yeah, I
do.
think simply
So you have a lot of experiences to share. And those are the best sellers. So I think let's regroup tomorrow. Yeah.
So tomorrow, what are you having a show tomorrow? What time are you having a show tomorrow?
I'm not sure, but we can get in touch about 9 our time.
No worries, Mr. Boyd. I want to thank you very much. And all I can say to you, I've learning, I learn again and learn again. I want to say thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, Mr. Boyd.
Thank you.
Very good night. See you tomorrow morning.
Okay.